Journey with a Cinephile presents.
I'm obsessed with the truth, and that's my sickness. We will end these troubles, we will put down the enemy, and that will be the end of it. The Native Americans, they believed that a photograph would take a piece of the subject's soul. But what gets left out of the fine print is that it can also take a piece of the photographer's soul.
Depp Dive, a depper look into Johnny's feature filmography.
Episode 31, Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, The Trial. Hello and welcome listeners to Journey with a Cinephile presents Depp Dive, a depper look at Johnny's feature filmography. I am one half of your hosting duo, David Garrett Jr., recording out of Columbus, Ohio, and I am joined by my better half
Of Jaime Frisch Garrett.
And this is episode 31.
Holy moly.
So before we kind of get into everything here, this is probably one of the few times as of late when we weren't bickering when we sat down to do this intro. So this is
You want to go? This laughter.
Yeah. So then, so how are things going?
Well, apparently better than it has been in the past.
The kids weren't unruly. The kids have actually today, the last couple of days, they've been on a pretty good streak.
Yeah, things have been okay except for one trip's a terror before bedtime.
Sunday when he bit my shoulder, ornery.
I don't know why he does that, but
he's still in an oral fixation stage of his development.
But it's probably because he gets bit so much at daycare that he takes it out on us.
I'm pretty sure he got bit today, or that might have been a bite yesterday.
That means he got bit twice yesterday.
Well, one in Rome, you know.
Well, he is chonky.
He is
got those rolls.
He does have those rolls. But yeah, I mean, you've been working from home now for like a month, I believe. So
April 6th, almost 3 months.
Yeah, but that was inflated because you left and then.
What did I leave?
You went to Bowling Green.
That was the week before.
And it's just.
It hasn't been.
You go into work almost as much as you.
That's not true.
It feels like it.
It's because I also am a teaching assistant right now. So for 8 weeks, I'm teaching for the occupational therapy doctorate program where I teach just 3 hours a week, but it does make me go into the office, which you're welcome, by the way.
I'm not complaining.
Seems like
you always get this aggressive attitude when I just make statements.
I wonder why.
I wonder why too.
I think it's because someone likes to poke and pick.
I'm not right now. It is scorching out though.
So we're talking about the weather?
I just wanted to say it because it's very hot.
That's fair. 100 yet? No, it's not that hot.
It's technically 92 was the high today, but it felt like over 105 with humidity and the UV was very high.
We're not going outside much.
No, that's what we talked about right before we hit record is that you feel like we're not going out that much. And I'm like, yeah, because we're going to boil alive and our kids have pale skin.
Oh, they're alabaster. Yeah. If we get the splash pads out this weekend, we'll have to move the umbrella.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea though.
So that way they aren't burning to a crisp.
It might be cooling down this weekend. I'd have to double check.
Watch, it'll be probably frigid. It'd be nice for the parade.
It would be nice for the parade. I guess anything else then that we need
what about
to
you?
kind of discuss? Things have been coasting along. No, it's just things have gotten better. Where I'm not as annoyed with certain things happening with changes in processes, and so
that's fair.
That's made it nicer. I love that you lean on this table like it's going to support everything when it's so rickety.
It's so uncomfortable sitting at these tables. I want to record on the couch.
No, you don't. Because
I do.
You'll sit way back and then we won't be able to hear you.
I know, but I would be comfortable.
I need you to be uncomfortable so you stay on the mic.
I'm touching everything now. I'm sweaty.
You're talking about the weather.
First world problems. Reminds me of Twilight when she's like, you're talking about the rain?
What else are you going to talk about? You've been alive for 200 years. That's so creepy. Anyways, so if there's nothing else then, this is going to be kind of a different episode from what we've done in the past.
Yeah, I wouldn't call these feature films.
Well, these are feature documentaries.
Agreed. I said what I said.
Actually, one of them is, they're all over. So this is where I had brought up this before. I've been debating what to do because there's a few documentaries that kind of give different perspectives on this. And I feel like the best way for us to do this would be to watch all of them, then come into a show. Because it'd be hard to kind of do one, talk about it, do one, talk about it, do one, talk about it.
Because it's the same story, just shot from different perspectives.
Is what I'm assuming is going to be. Because the three are, there's two from 2022. There's Depp vs. Heard, The Winners and Losers, which is the complicated story unveiling this relationship, whatever. And then that same year, there's also Depp vs. Heard, The Verdict. So one of those is on Tubi, and then another one, that first one was 90 minutes. The other one I said is 44 minutes. That one's on Prime.
Is that a movie then for you, or a film?
40 minutes. I go by what the Academy of Motion Pictures and Sciences does. I think that's the name of it. They say 40 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
So like anything over that technically is a feature length, and that's what I'm going to go.
You're welcome then.
And then the last one is from 2023. This is the one you watch. Depp v. Heard. That's on Netflix.
Okay.
And that one is 141 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
It's broken up into episodes, so like when we're watching like Lost, how we can sit there and watch like 2 hours worth of Lost and not feel like anything.
That's fair.
So like that's where I was kind of thinking, especially because we're recording this a little bit before July is technically kicked in, that we have time to watch these. And this is something I think wouldn't hurt us to do during the middle of the week, to just watch these, since we're not going to like stop and go and record.
Right.
That we can watch all these and then just kind of have just one discussion at the very end.
Okay, cool.
And I mean, the first two are actually not that long. It's that last one.
That's a little bit
that
chunky.
has been chunked up. But yeah, so that's what I was going to pitch to you. So I know originally we were talking about doing 2 documentaries, but it looks like
we're going to be doing 3.
There's a 3, but then that one's 45 minutes. Like that's
fine. Yeah.
That's super quick. So
cool.
So yeah, I'm kind of curious to, when we actually dive into these, start listening to see what, Johnny and Amber, what they got into. Because you like to periodically send me clips, and I'm just flabbergasted about what's said.
Yeah, it's wild. Well, at least the one, but it's also like perspective of who's shooting it. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see the other ones. Obviously,
you've only seen the Netflix one, right?
Right, and that was very in the favor of Johnny.
Okay.
So I'm not one to judge. I am not judge or jury. That's already been done. I don't even know the actual results.
I don't remember either. I feel like they ruled in favor of Johnny.
I feel like,
and I think she had to pay a bunch of money to him.
It seems like mistakes were on both sides pretty bad.
Well, I mean, there's Johnny's side, there's Amber's side, and there's probably in the middle where somewhere like that. But I'm pretty sure he didn't have all the money that he won. I'm pretty sure he's given it all to charity.
Really?
I don't think he's kept a dime. I think he's literally turned around and like invested it into things to like.
I hope that's true.
Make things better. So we'll find out what kind of happened, who won what. That could also be one of those things.
Right.
We saw that one thing where somebody won a trial like this and then literally won like $1, and it was like, well, did you win?
No, because all the legal fees.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there's probably like non-disclosed.
There could be some of that stuff. Might have been, especially if it comes to a verdict, then that's public record. If they reach a settlement, that can be more private.
Oh, okay. Well,
from what I know.
Well, hopefully we'll have some answers next time we talk.
All right, so let's jump off of here. I will do a meshing together of some of those trailers, so that way we have a buffer until we get to discussing the Amber Heard versus Jonathan Depp trial.
Can you please tell the jury why you're here today?
Miss Heard accused me of abuse.
My ex-husband is suing me.
Brutal, cruel.
This is humiliating for any human being to go through.
And all false.
Amber Heard forever changed Mr. Depp's life and reputation.
Behind the fame, you're going to see who the real Johnny Depp is.
Depp was the one who wanted the cameras in the courtroom. She didn't.
I would argue it's a PR campaign disguised as a defamation case.
There's the man himself.
It's been a social media circus of commentary from creators and influencers.
Did you commit any kind of prank?
Absolutely not.
On my side of the bed was human fecal matter.
This has moved away from a news story or a lawsuit, and it's transformed into a cultural moment.
People are live tweeting. People are live streaming. Where does it end?
The engagement is phenomenal.
Videos can be very easily manipulated and republished.
We're being influenced by bots interacting with bots.
Johnny Depp is clearly winning right now in the court of public opinion.
I've never been so scared in my life.
She's acting.
This trial is about so much more than Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard.
Why are we all so fascinated with this case? Because they're famous, because of the details.
What didn't the jury see?
He just kicked me.
It didn't happen.
I don't know who to believe.
I was hitting you. Mr. Depp is your victim, isn't he?
This is not so much about the legal merit, but rather what the public perception is.
And that leads us to the real question, which is, what is the actual truth?
And welcome back from whatever amalgamation
What up?
that I had discovered or created myself for the trailer there. Because I don't know if there's going to be trailers for these documentaries or not. But I'll figure something out there. Anyway.
You mean the same documentary we almost watched twice? That was terrible.
I was the one that told you. It's not terrible.
It was not good. We saw the same clip 4 times.
I know. But like.
Terrible.
Yes. So we end up only watching 2 documentaries because on Tubi they had it as Depp versus Heard all on the line. And then Jaime argued with me that we didn't watch that one. And then I started playing it and she goes, oh yeah, you're right. And then we went over to Prime Video.
He said, she said bullshit.
Oh, that fits this episode. But then we ended up going over to Prime to watch Depp versus Heard, The Verdict, which is a very misleading title because they don't get anywhere close to the verdict.
No, it's so boring. It's so bad. It was the longest 43 minutes of my life.
I don't think it's that bad, but what I will say, though, is it's a documentary that literally set up, like, the information about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. But, like, they did a weird thing with his career because they brought up, his first horror, he grew up in Kentucky. His first movie was A Nightmare on Elm Street. And then it jumped all the way up until, like, a year or 2 before he met Amber. And then they just talked about both of their careers from that point. And then how they, like, met and how they became, like, inseparable until...
And now he can no longer look at her in the eye.
That's true. But then after that, we watched the good documentary on Netflix that focused more about the social media aspect of the trial than it actually did the trial, which was staying.
Agreed.
But that one was much better, though. 'Cause it did at least...
It was a 3-part, docu-series?
Yes.
And decent length. It was interesting. I was entertained the whole time.
Next week, we watched, an hour and a half of it on the 4th of July. And then we finished...
Merca!
Then we finished it on my birthday.
That's a shameless plug. Everyone wish David a happy belated birthday.
People don't. They ignore my birthday.
Oh.
My family likes to act a fool on my birthday. They did not this year, though. So that
what do you mean?
You guys usually act a fool.
Oh, I thought you meant like wild and crazy parties. We're just
wild and crazy about doing.
You're also semi in a bad mood about your birthday, so it doesn't help.
Okay. Anyways, but so we end up finishing it.
Dr. Phil, even though we don't like you, maybe we could be on your show.
Anyways, so we watched that part where they kind of just talked about everything. And yeah, so I figured we would take this episode. It's probably not going to be as long as our normal stuff because you're only doing one thing here, like one review session. And
it's hard for me to have an opinion on this. There's a judge and jury. That's the opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I watched this when we were...
So the condo when
and I was like, yeah, Johnny Depp, blah, blah, blah. He's amazing. And I kind of had that halo effect. And now watching this again, both people are wrong. Both people are abusers. And this took Johnny Depp down a lot. Like, I think he's a phenomenal actor. I think he, in this situation, I don't know how he was before or after. Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, from what I took away from both of them is kind of in the similar vein is that learning that his team was the one that wanted the cameras in the courtroom.
It's schwarmy.
I think he definitely wanted to win in the court of public opinion more than anything.
He wanted his name cleared of physical abuse.
Which is fine. I don't think he did that.
I think people were lying under oath.
I do. I believe there were multiple people that in that documentary that did not feel like they were telling the truth. I think there were people that were covering for him. I think there's also people covering for Amber.
Absolutely. It's not just him. I think this was just wrong all around.
I believe both of them hit each other. I believe both are victims and both are abusers here. I think it was just an extremely toxic relationship between two people that fell madly in love, and kind of how they fell into love. I think they also fell out of it in a similar vein. I think Johnny was a little bit jealous at different times. Probably could have been the difference in their ages, and
he's 20 years older than her.
And I think at her point in her career, she kind of had made a name for herself for being very good looking, and I think she's a good actress. I was a fan of her before she got married to Johnny Depp, because I had seen multiple movies with her before they became a couple, and I'd actually seen the movie they met each other on, The Rum Diary, while I was working at Family Video. I had seen All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. I had seen Pineapple Express, I believe, actually came out before that one. So I had seen her in a good handful of things. She's in Zombieland. She is the girl that goes to Ohio State College, and is the girl on like the fourth floor or whatever.
Like 4B.
Yeah, where he had a... I thought she was very attractive, so I can understand why Johnny fell madly in love with her. And I also can understand what he's saying is that she does have a very classic,
she
old
looks
Hollywood
like
beauty.
The original Barbie.
Yeah. I mean,
And there's one picture where she was dolled up, her hair was slicked back. She's in this very, what's that? Like a straight...
It was strapless.
Strapless, like straight across neckline. And she looked classic. Red lip. It was gorgeous.
I'll actually give credit to the documentary too, where they brought up Johnny saying how like Humphrey Bogart had fallen in love with Lauren Bacall, and how they got married, I believe, actually, after they did that. And there was a 20-year age gap.
Slim and Steve.
He kind of felt like he wanted that similar fairy tale ending, because it does sound like Lauren Bacall stayed with Bogart until
he died.
Until he passed away and everything. Very interesting that like he had this fairy tale romance.
Don't know if Bogey did roxycodone and cocaine and was an alcoholic.
He might have been an alcoholic. That was a different time though, because he started out as like, his heyday was the 40s, where he played like Sam Spade. He was private eye detective. They were always smoking on set. His character was drinking like whiskey, and he's going into these like dive bars to solve these crimes as this character. I definitely feel like he probably was also drinking, which is not wrong, because if you can handle your liquor and you can do it in a responsible way, then
I was ultimately disappointed in a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, the way that the social media took sides.
And then, I don't even care that they took sides. The vehemently attacking the other side.
Like, she's a victim too.
And she's also human.
Right. And people make errors. And just when she was up there going, this is embarrassing, this is painful. Yeah.
I agree with her. Is that like, it's probably something you didn't want to air your dirty laundry out in front of the world.
Now it's on TikTok, and they made all these memes about her, and then everyone just loves Johnny, and he's like waving and eating it up, and that bothered
me. He didn't show up to the
me.
last day of court because he was playing a concert in London. He didn't show up to the last.
It's stuff like that just, it bothers me.
He already knew he won, and he actually invited out one of the YouTubers to that show. That's the guy he met backstage, and they hung out. Which, I mean, I'm not taking sides here. I think that was a crappy thing to do on his part. If this was so devastating to you, like emotionally, physically, everything, to not show up to the last day feels a little bit...
And it's also a show. Yeah. Even though this is a courtroom document, it was still a show. People were talking about it like the season finale next week.
Yeah.
That bothered me. Mm-hmm. People are making money off of this. That's not how our justice system should be. There's a laundry list of how our justice system should not be, and that, to me, that bothered me. I don't care about the verdict. That's not my place. But this was hard for me to watch.
Well, it's also interesting to me, too, kind of going along with what you just said there, is that after all of this, they ended up settling. And, like...
Why didn't they just settle to begin with?
Well, you know why.
Well, Johnny didn't want to.
He wanted to clear his name in the court of public opinion, and he wanted to do that by having this thing televised. And, I mean, to your point as well, I do believe after we learned during this documentary that there was like a 1 week gap that they didn't come to court, and then there's no way, in my opinion, that these people, I'm not disparaging you if you're hearing this and you were a juror on this one. I do not believe, though, that you guys did not see any sort
There's no way. They almost had, I think they had a 10-day gap and then a long weekend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's
5 working week of 5 working makes sense.
And then, so that's almost 2 weeks where they weren't in court, but I'm surprised they weren't sequestered. With this amount of money, with this amount of fame and publicity.
Well, if you're going to televise the whole court, you should have sequestered them, because there's no way you're going to avoid this, especially in that area, because the local news is going to cover it anyway. So it's going to be all over the news there. And then this was a worldwide thing. I don't remember much about it because I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. I don't watch a lot of stuff when it comes to like entertainment news. Like, I get confused when I'm like, oh wait, these people are dating. Like, I had no idea. Or, like, these people did X, Y, and Z. Unless it's an actual like movie itself. And in the horror genre, I probably don't know a whole lot about it because.
Doesn't this count as a feature film?
Yeah, this definitely.
So.
Well, not always do TV shows, but this one does because it's a TV series type idea.
Yeah.
So yes, this actually did. Both of them actually.
I think both of them made bad choices. I think both of them did shitty things. I think both of them were lying.
Yeah. I agree with you. I definitely think everything you said there is pretty spot on with what kind of happened.
I attempted to look up trivia for this and I just quit. I just didn't. Everything is so
just dirty and like
I don't want to. I'm ready to close this chapter on it.
Okay, perfect. I mean, I don't really think there's anything else to say. We kind of made our determination in that we think both of them were wrong. Both of them did bad things. Both of them, whole thing and everything like that. And the old adage was what I'll say then, that there's Johnny's side, there's Amber's side, and then
absolutely.
And it does sound like everything is kind of getting cleared up for his career potentially.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't see any Disney projects on there.
I thought Pirates was coming.
I thought there was too, but it's not being listed on. I mean, Letterboxd isn't all be all.
Right.
I'm not seeing anything. I didn't really care to go on to IMDb to check if it's in.
What about the Fantastic Beasts?
I think that one didn't do this.
Okay. I can't.
And they already recast him, so I don't think you're gonna go back to it.
Got it.
Because they cast what's his face in it, Mads Mikkelsen, I believe.
I don't remember watching the third one.
We watched it once.
Apparently, if I don't like something,
Secrets of Dumbledore.
If I don't like something, I just don't remember it at all. I didn't like it.
Classic.
Half those movies up there that are classic, I don't like.
All right. Anything else that you want to finish out with talking about the trial?
No.
Such a grumpy Gus over here.
Because you're mocking me.
That's a little sourpuss.
You've gotten worse in your old age.
So this penultimate episode here, we will start to put this to a close because the last...
Wait. Are you switching?
Not yet, because we still have one more episode to do.
No, are you switching your favorite acting?
Absolutely. To be honest, they're not even in this all that much. Like,
they're not even... Well, they are acting.
It's all archive footage. I mean, this is probably their best performance. But, so, the last episode we'll be having, we'll put a pin in the show for a while until some more come out. But the last two here are going to be Janine Dubarry. This was like a French film. So that is going to be the first one. And then we're going to go back to him doing a little bit of animated stuff with Johnny Puff, Secret Mission, where I believe he is a puffin his guitar. And I'm pretty sure they made
my gosh,
the animal look like him. It sounds like this was based on like a kid's show. And they did like a movie, kind of like how Paw Patrol has like their show and they did like movies. Kind of seems like this is a movie that is like a spin-off of the TV show. We
should see if we can get Mackenzie to watch it.
Some of the early... Well, yeah, we can try to see how she probably... I want to watch K-pop Demon.
Oh, I can't do it.
But anything else you want to say then before we close out this show?
I hate that you said it like that. But other than that, no.
All right, then. Well, I am one half of your scene duo, Garrett Jr. and off.
And I'm the better half of Jaime Frisch Garrett.
We will see you next month. Okay, bye.
Bye.
It had been a wonderful evening, and what I needed now to give it the perfect ending.
Beagle, beagle, beagle.